All right, let's not spend a lot of time on this. And much of what we're talking about today is developing live. And so I'm going to do the best I can to tell you what's happened over the last 24 hours. And then we have to move relatively quickly to the next steps in this indictment of Donald Trump. But Donald Trump last night exploding on Truth Social, making it clear he's terrified and making it clear he doesn't actually care about law and order, demanding the indictment of Alvin Bragg. With what evidence? On what charges? Wait a second. I thought your whole problem was that this indictment of you isn't law and order, but now you're just calling for the on a whim indictment of the guy investigating you. Trump trothing to Troth Central, quote, "Wow, District Attorney Bragg just illegally leaked the various points and complete information on the pathetic indictment against me. I know the reporter, and so unfortunately does he. This means he must be immediately indicted." What? Now, if he really wants to really clean up his reputation, he will do the honorable thing and as district attorney indict himself. There you go. He will go down in judicial history and his Trump-hating wife will be, I am sure, very proud of him. Trump not stopping there with random demands for people to be indicted, continuing to talk about Special Prosecutor Jack Smith, trothing, quote, "Speaking of leaks, Special Prosecutor Jack Smith," what did his name used to be? "Leaked massive amounts of information to the Washington Compost. This is illegal, and I assume this radical left lunatic, much to the chagrin of his Trump-hating wife and family, will be prosecuted? He is a totally biased capital T thug who should be let loose on the Biden documents hidden in Chinatown and the 1,850 boxes secretly stored in Delaware, which Biden refuses to give up. Biden is guilty of obstruction. I am not." So think of it, claiming that the problem here is that law and order isn't being followed in the investigation and indictment that he is now subject to, but on a whim within just a couple of hours on Truth Social, Truth Central, I don't even know what it's called at this point, Trump demands the self-indictment of Alvin Bragg, demands the indictment of Special Prosecutor Jack Smith, and declares Joe Biden guilty of crimes absent any evidence nor any criminal proceedings of that sort. And this is just another reminder, my friends. They say they are for law and order, but they are not. They say they are for due process, but they are not. They are for whatever is convenient at the time as applied to them, and then whatever is convenient at the time as applied to their political opponents. And if those two things require a complete cognitive dissonance and a divorce from any stated principle of consistency, then they don't care. And you know what? They get away with it because, as many of you have written to me and said, David, the right doesn't care about hypocrisy anymore. The right doesn't care about double standards. So it's not even worth pointing them out to them because they aren't fazed. It's whatever is convenient for me and not for thee, and that is it. Well, we are going to learn very quickly, indeed, what the repercussions are of the crimes with which Trump is accused. This is only the first indictment today. It is now being circulated that another indictment in Georgia could be coming at the end of April, which we will talk about tomorrow. These are truly unprecedented times, not because anybody in the investigative community has done anything wrong, but because we are now starting to see accountability for a unique and unprecedented one-man crime spree that was the former president, Donald Trump. The weather is about to start warming up, and that often means sweating and chafing and sticking. Sheath is the men's underwear that once and for all puts an end to all of that nonsense. Our sponsor, Sheath Underwear, has designed unique boxer briefs with an ergonomic compartment built to keep everything separate and dry and cool and comfortable by allowing air to circulate everywhere it needs to be. No more readjusting all day. Sheath offers a huge variety of designs and patterns. Over 500,000 pairs have already been sold. Also, check out their super comfortable bamboo t-shirts. Sheath has amazing customer service, super fast shipping, along with over 20,000 five-star reviews. Sheath is also actively working with multiple nonprofits that deal with mental health and homelessness, which you support when you get Sheath underwear. I've had a great experience with Sheath underwear. I know you will too. Head on over to sheathunderwear.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman for 20% off. The link is down below.